welcome back to a brand new episode of Pride to Podcast. I'm Darrell Anthony.
I'm Adam Andrew Rios.
I'm Mr. Braden Bradley.
And I'm Ashley Mitchell.
And we want to thank our friends at Rehab Entertainment, Wit Studios, and Kitchen Island Tea for bringing us back for another episode. Before we begin today's episode, we want to talk about and acknowledge the tragic shootings at Brown University on December 13th and the shooting at Bondi Beach in Sydney, Australia on December 14th while they were celebrating Hanukkah. Both events were very tragic, and we want to send out love, thoughts, and prayers to all those affected. We also want to acknowledge Rob Reiner and Michelle Reiner, who were murdered over the weekend as well. Those details are still developing, so we want to, our hearts go out to their families and to everyone affected as well. So we're going to
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. And going right into politics and everything that's going on, we're going to give it over to Braden's ballot box. Braden, tell us what's going on.
I just hate being negative this time of year, but like this is the world in which we live, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, I think hot off the press is the release of the Epstein files, specifically Ghislaine Maxwell's secret court records that have never been unsealed before. A federal judge ordered that they are going to be unsealed. However, we all know that it's going to have to go through the Department of Justice, which unfortunately is run by wolves. Just a lot of things are going to be redacted in order to save some people. I'm not going to say who.
Yeah.
But that's at least some sort of development. What do we think?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, that's the silver lining. Something is being done, I suppose.
I mean, at least it's like, again, I'm trying to be optimist because it's the holiday season.
Yeah.
At least it's some sort of progress from a federal judge that has a little bit more power than the administration. Slightly. What do you think, Darrell?
Every time that we think that we got this son of a bitch dead to rights, he wiggles from under it. You know, I always think about Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, and how the Roadrunner always gets through it. Tom and Jerry, same thing. I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up. And I've been the person who's been on here the most being like, all right, we going to get him. And then we don't get him. And then that's not what get it. But I will say, and we're going to talk about it a little bit later, what happened to Rob and Michelle Reiner, that is something that has got a lot of people shook of his response to that. And I don't know. That might be a little change in pace. That could be
completely inappropriate.
Completely inappropriate.
Not like anything else that he said is ever appropriate, but to take advantage of a humongous Hollywood family that went through a terrible disaster over the weekend and then flip it and call it the Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah. He
whatever
called
the
it
fuck he called it.
No, I think that was it.
That was it.
That is just disgusting. It's
Well,
absolutely.
They're trying to say it, his supporters have came out and said, what he was trying to say, because Rob Reiner apparently did not care about, people who do drugs. Like, he should have been more on Trump's side because he's trying to stop the drugs, and his son was on drugs, and allegedly, just so everyone knows, they believe it was his son who killed him. But before we move on to that, Ashley, let's get your opinion on the topic that Brain just raised about Ghislaine Maxwell. Do you think that's going to be enough for people to move on? And to really move on from the Trump base for us to?
No, I share your sentiments. We ain't getting nothing. Like, maybe a few little nuggets will be dropped. We might have more tea, but ain't nothing gonna be done about it. I wish I was a bit more positive about it, but
Ashley, what would you do if you were Attorney General Pam Bondi and you had these Epstein files not redacted, just literally everything in detail, from pictures to images to statements to money transaction records? What would you do if you were Pam Bondi as a Republican, literally being Trump's right hand? What would you do as a Christian?
I'm gonna pull some Olivia Pope stuff, and this stuff is coming out. Okay, It's all coming out. So I don't know. I need a Cyrus bean and I don't know, B61, whatever it was.
B613.
Yes.
Yep. I'm all about that. Like, I don't think it needs to be done, but like, it's just too evil.
Yeah,
I know.
You know,
it's too evil and too.
I was
messy.
watching the Diddy documentary. Disgusting, and I'm just like these kind of things, these kinds of people, like they need to be stopped and exposed. If something isn't done about it, at least we've done our part.
Yeah.
Well, at least too, there are some Republicans, Marjorie, bless her heart.
Marjorie.
Like there are some
Marjorie.
Republicans that are fed up with it too, because they know that in the midterms coming next year, it's supposedly allegedly going to be a blue wave. I don't want to jinx myself because I've been jinxing myself for 10 plus years now.
Yeah.
But they are stepping out of line, and apparently there's going to be 20 more Republicans that are going to announce that they're not going to be rerunning for Congress, which is going to open the door for Democrats to potentially take over, and they don't want to rerun because they know that Trump, when the blue wave comes, Trump is going to get impeached on 100 million things. He was already impeached twice, by the way.
Yeah.
And then he could potentially get removed because if this said blue wave controls the House and the Senate, hopefully see ya, or he dies.
We got to hope for the best.
Which is the best.
I think you know. So Governor Greg Abbott announced about Turning Point USA and Texas, making a curriculum. So here's about Turning Point for those who don't know. The dearly departed Charlene Kirk.
Stop.
Well, that's his name, isn't it? Charles in charge.
Oh, I thought you said Charlene.
Well, I did. You know, I did, but let me roll it back to Greg.
Don't roll it back to Greg.
Hey, he
This is
said
our last episode, so it's fine.
keep those. Okay. Anyways, no, we're going right to hell. So he announced him and Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. Honestly, never mind. I shouldn't say what I want to say about both of them put together. Announced plans to expand the conservative youth organization Turning Point USA across Texas schools, aiming for chapters on every high school and college campus. They framed the effort as promoting values and civic engagement, with Patrick pledging financial support toward growth. The initiative is part of a broader push to make Texas a national leader in a group's presence. Okay, so we're getting rid of Black history. But this is out. This is out.
Yeah.
I really can't even fucking get through it. Like, what is that?
It's a fucking joke on top of the gerrymandering issue.
Ashley,
Like,
what do you
damn.
think? What do you think?
I mean, it's just embarrassing at this point, man. Like, what are we even talking about? Like,
Yeah.
it's I don't know.
Like, it's so
Right.
Right. This is how I feel every time we bring this up on the pod. Every time. I'm just like, all right, cool, but ain't nothing gonna happen, so let it just go. Let it just be. I don't know.
I mean,
We're just
Right.
fucked anyway. Like,
I know,
Cool.
but I get nervous if we don't talk about it.
no, I know. I'm
and
not
it,
saying we
like,
don't talk
just
about it.
becomes normality.
Yeah.
As
We
I
get to a
live
point, you're
and
just like, what
breathe
more can
by
I say?
God,
yeah.
Right.
as long as I'm on this planet Earth,
Yeah, it feels like I get
will
it.
never be normalized to it.
No, and I feel it. I feel like we're shouting into the abyss because it's just like
Yes.
they continue to do things to let us know we do not like you unless you look like this. We are letting you know that we want to put this rhetoric out there about race and a race. We're getting rid of Black history. We don't want to talk about LGBTQ history. We don't want to talk about Hispanic history unless we're saying that, oh, Mexicans are bringing over drugs and killing people and raping people. That's what they say. So that is... It's crazy. In Texas, what's crazy about Texas is probably going to do it. They're probably going to do it. Like, they probably will absolutely put this as a curriculum, 100%. And it will not be an elective. It will be something that they have to take probably to graduate high school.
What are they taking?
The TOS
What is
test.
the curriculum? Hate? Like, how do you
Yeah.
teach hate?
Yeah. I don't
Like,
know.
do y'all wonder, like, how far is this gonna go? Like, to what end are we going to be uneducated? That, like, I just wonder, like, what's the end goal here? Like, I know the end goal, but, like, what is it actually going to happen? Because how they want it to pan out is not how it's going to pan out, even though people will be affected. So it just begs the question, like, what do you think is actually going to happen?
What's going to happen is what has been happening for hundreds of centuries since Earth was developed. It is going to be a resistance. It's going to be a revolution. That's why I'm saying, like, we have to, like, keep talking about it, because we have more numbers. So whether it's us, like, storming the Capitol, oh wait, they've already done that. If it's us being like saying everything, coming out, voting in waves, if this state's going to gerrymander, then by God, this state's going to gerrymander. It's going to be like a huge fight. We have more numbers, and just like they did in England, when we left England, by the way, it was a revolution. It's going to be one of these humongous things, and I'm glad that I'm alive to be part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think that there is going to be more that comes, and like, you know, Erica Kirk, who was Charlie Kirk's widow, she's everywhere but with her children. I need to know, if you're so worried about your kids, where are you with those children? We actually haven't seen them since their dad did that. So I would like to know, where are you with your children? You have been on every network. You have been under J.D. Vance, who we don't know where his wife is. Like, you are so concerned about how their father's death affects your children, but we have not seen you with your children.
Don't make me repeat this.
Like, do you think it's to protect the children, not to give her or anybody any credit, but you know what I mean?
I think she peddled the children out when she needed to, and now she's on this mission. Like between, I don't know who's worse, her and Nicki Minaj, because they
Nicki
are.
Minaj.
Well, yes, 100%.
No, I think Erica Vance. I mean, Kirk.
Oh, yeah. Well, finna be Vance. I mean, it's kind of crazy that, like, you have these women. By the way, for all of you who didn't know, you could have watched Erica Kirk before she was married to him. She was on Summer House auditioning. She was playing the girlfriend of one of the men on Summer House. I'll send y'all a clip.
Wait, I did not know that.
Yes, she was.
Does she live in New York?
Oh, Brayden, I can't wait to share this with you. Yeah. So she was auditioning to be a girlfriend on there. She was drinking, partying, turning up. She was talking about being a Christian and getting that lifestyle. And she auditioned a week after with Charlie Kirk, and then they were married not that long after. I love knowing that lore.
You know who that sounds like?
Tell me.
Caroline Leavitt.
It's exactly her.
The White House press secretary.
Exactly.
Who was also out partying, making YouTube videos.
Laura Loomer.
I'm this and that and butt chug and all this stuff. So I guess we got butt chuggers in the administration.
Yeah.
That's what people voted for.
And they so worried about what goes up my butt. Like, they need to be worried about...
Right. Mind your own
and
butt.
couch fuckers.
Yeah.
Speaking of booty play.
Yes, go ahead.
So, unfortunately, an LGBT group in Texas has canceled its 2026 Pride celebration after the city it's based in rescinded anti-discrimination protections. Arlington Pride, hosted by HELP, Center for LGBTQ Plus Health, announced Friday that it is suspending next year's events in light of the city council's recent vote.
You know what I think we should do? And I don't have the time to do it, but if I did, I think we should take Pride the podcast to on the road to every major city, maybe a secondary major city as well.
There we go.
And fucking record live at every little motherfucking city. And we'll invite
with studios. Y'all down to come? Let's get on the road.
Y'all for travel, Patrick?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, great.
He said yes?
Yes, he said yes. Okay. All right, we got it.
We're
and it's recorded, so.
So we can invite Jasmine. We can invite Beto. We can invite, help me out with some other Democratic fools.
Honestly, Kamala, she ain't doing nothing right now.
My friend Stuart Williams is...
we love Stuart Williams.
Yeah.
Well, he's running for the Democratic chair in Lubbock, Texas.
I literally think we could do something.
I really do, too. And I mean that. Like, I'm dead ass serious.
But unless Jerry's there. Gerrymandering.
Oh, you said Jerry. When you said Jerry, I got nervous. I was like, which one? You got to be very clear on this podcast. We infiltrated with Jerry. There's so many Jerrys around here.
Not that Jerry.
We said Tom and Jerry, Jerry Rat, Jerry this, Jerry Bump.
I'm
okay.
Uncle Jerry.
Yeah, you got an Uncle Jerry. You got Jerry's running loose.
Running amok.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're so sorry, Arlington. Like, that's fucked up. Like...
Yeah.
That's sad.
It's just terrible.
I mean, again, we're talking about places that's trying to cut out LGBTQ, but I do believe that there are a lot of people in those places that are still going to celebrate. I think about, I think about in Florida when they said get rid of the rainbow walk, and the church said, okay, cool, so we're gonna do something different.
That's happening in San Antonio right now.
Yeah, they're like, I'm gonna put it at the steps of the church, or they're also putting it on bike racks. Like they're putting pride there and making a rainbow. Like people are gonna find a way to celebrate and be themselves, no matter what you do to change.
And it's just gonna provoke more.
Life finds a way.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let's take a quick break because Jerry's calling me.
Oh, we'll be right back.
Jerry.
Which Jerry? Jerry. Welcome back, everyone. So, as we discussed, hopefully, of Trump pushing up daisies, let's talk about Pushing Daisies Season 3, which is in the works. So, creator Brian Fuller has revealed that a pitch for Pushing Daisies Season 3 exists and that the cast is enthusiastic about returning, though it still needs a network or studio to greenlight the production.
Or probably good stories.
Yeah.
With studios, y'all available?
Yeah, we can film it here.
Right.
And I say we like I'm in it or riding for it.
Right.
This development raises hopes for a revival of the cult favorite comedy fantasy series nearly 2 decades after it ended. So everyone's eagerly awaiting. And also, just to add into this, Desperate Housewives reboot is also in the same. It's in the same film. So Kerry Washington is actually helming that. So she's in charge of that. Her and Mark Cherry are really good friends.
What's it going to be? Desperate House Grandma?
Well, no, it's still Desperate Housewives, but it's going to be because most of the women moved off the lane. By the way, in the series,
it's going to be a whole new cast, right?
Yeah. So,
It's going to be a whole new cast, right?
It's a whole new cast, but it's not a remake. It's important. Like Carrie was actually on Watch What Happens Live recently. It's important to know it is a continuation. A remake. I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, it's a continuation because there is a chance that the original women could pop up in a guest starring capacity, but it's about new women who live on the lane.
Felicity's out of jail now.
And Felicity's already working on a show. She's currently on that doctor show where the lady forgot her memory or something. So what do you guys think about that? Pushing Daisies, like it was a really good show. Obviously, Kristen Chenoweth, friend of the pod, she was a part of that show. Braden, what do you think?
Well, I come hard for Pushing Daisies.
How hard?
Absolutely, I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Mm-hmm.
How hard is it?
How hard you come?
So when it was, when it was like coming out, what you say, like 10 years ago or something? Longer than that, I think.
After Weekend.
It was like, it was college.
Yeah, it was.
15 years ago at least.
Thank you, Ashley. So it was just so good. Like Kristen obviously was a star. She sang. Ellen Green was in it. Like iconic.
Lee Pace, who I love. He's an amazing actor. He actually was in a movie that I really like called Soldier's Girl. I talk about it all the time, where he played Calpurnia Adams. It's a really, really good film. If you have not seen it, make sure you go see that because it was fantastic.
Well, I would just like Pushing Daisies to come back.
Susie Kurtz was in it too, wasn't she?
Susie Kurtz was Ellen Green's sister.
Yeah. Because they played the ants. Yeah.
Yes, the crazy ants.
Yeah.
I just hope Pushing Daisies comes back before I push Daisies.
Well,
there you go.
What I would say to that is it is proof that any show after being gone for so long can come back. So Pride the series, we're holding on for you. It'll be Pride the Grandparents. We'll see if that comes back. So now we're going into a little bit of tragic news. As we talked about at the top of the podcast about Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle found dead, and his son has been arrested.
Yeah.
So,
you know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Menendez brothers, but without the other brother.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So you think he had like probable cause?
We don't know yet, but what?
It's probably over money.
Definitely.
Probably.
I mean, he allegedly has also destroyed their homes before and has done things before because of
then it's drugs.
Their son Nick. He has been on drugs before and he had had a problem before and he had tried to rehabilitate himself several times. I want to go to Ashley first, kind of to get her opinion on this. Ashley, what are your thoughts? Like, I mean, to hear something so tragic, people. I feel like we haven't heard about something like this since, honestly, the Menendez brothers or something like that. Like, what do you think about that? Like, this feels like very O.J. Simpson, but it feels very crazy, like seeing the view of people out there. So what are your thoughts?
I mean, it's horrible. You know, I can't imagine killing anyone, much less my parents. You know,
Yeah.
that's some really, really dark stuff, and my heart goes out to them. And it reminds me, remember Darrell, I won't say the whole story, but that story of the girl that I knew in college. And
Yeah.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, I literally forgot that. That's crazy.
Yeah, her and her family were murdered by her stepdad on Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Over a board game.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So with that, we cannot play spades anymore.
No,
we just
because I
cut
will
that
fight
out.
to the death over. Y'all know that.
For sure. No. Yeah, it's woo, we live in crazy times, y'all. Like,
here's probably what happened. So he probably ran out of money. He needed money. He went over there. They said, no, get the fuck out of here. And one thing led to another. Bing, bang, boom.
Well, it's still.
This is all hypothetical.
Well, I do want to say it is still developing, but it does seem like it looks like he cut their throat.
He stabbed them.
Yeah, well, he cut their throats and then continued stabbing them. So, because Adam, we talked about this last night, and it's like we were talking about this with Jarvis as well, that they had to have been dead. Like, we were like, how could he have done that? I mean, obviously Rob was 78. They were older parents, but it does seem like, with the details still emerging, by the way, that he slit their throats first and then continued stabbing them. So I'm assuming they must have been asleep. Again, there's more details emerging. So once they do, we'll absolutely be telling that in order of what happened.
that leads me to believe that it's more than money, because that's like seems
Sadistic.
very like passionate.
Yeah.
If it was just money, it just would have been like a bing bang boom. But like to stab someone multiple times and all that, like that's like I don't know, maybe his family secret came out or something. Like that seems like deep rooted, where it's just like you're very angry.
Yeah, they were
also a little organized, like premeditated. Like he knew
premeditated, organized, passion of crime.
Well, that's going to be more counts if it's premeditated, all that other stuff. Right now, they just have manslaughter.
Yeah.
But if he came in and said, "Oh, I'm going to slit their throats first," he thought about that first, and then I'm going to stab them. Blah blah blah.
He planned also when they were asleep, when he knew that they would be armed.
So I guess. What if he gets in the same prison as the Menendez brothers?
Yeah, I mean,
that could be a fun little docu.
I mean, it's interesting, and just a note that they were discovered by their daughter. So to add another level of horrible to it, their daughter found them. He's currently being held without bail as the investigation continues. Everybody is shaken by this. Adam, what are your thoughts about this?
I had no idea he was the director of Stand By Me.
And
that's
Misery.
One of my favorite fucking movies.
Misery.
Misery.
Like, I love
Ghost
a
in
masterpiece.
Mississippi. Yeah. He has been such a good, but I also he's a great director, an amazing director, but also want to talk about his acting, like all the family. Like the work that he did in there to be everybody knows that Archie Bunker was more of the conservative, like bigot type, and Rob Reiner played his son-in-law on the show, and he was very much like against, everything. He was the foil for Archie Bunker's character, and I just think that was he did such a great job there, and he continued to advocate for LGBTQ people, for Black people, for Hispanic people. Like, he's continued to fight for us at his age now, and I think it's just beautiful work that he was doing and has done. And him and his wife Michelle, may they rest in peace. And I hope that they get justice. And it's weird to say that, knowing that it's his son. Because I think that they actually did a film that he directed, I believe it's called Being Charlie, that his son wrote about his life when he was going through his drug addiction and everything. When one of the times he got clean and he thought he was doing well, his dad actually directed a story about his life. It's called Being Charlie. And he was doing well, it seemed like, and it looks like there may have been a backslid, but like Ashley said, it's like, we don't know if he had gotten back on drugs. It could have been, it felt like something might have been revealed. Something happened, because this is such a huge murder that it didn't feel like before. Because before, he's destroyed their home or like threw stuff when they didn't give him things like that. Like, this seems like something else deeper had happened. So we will continue to update you as it's continuing to develop. The doctor who sold Matthew Perry ketamine has been sentenced. So as everyone knows, Matthew Perry, who passed away, he was star on Friends. His doctors illegally sold him ketamine, and he's been sentenced to 30 months in prison.
That's it.
30 months.
Right.
I wish it said
So
years.
He'll get out in like what, 8?
Right.
With good behavior.
Right. And
Time served.
talking about that, people are really getting out of jail for crimes like that. It's kind of crazy. So the sentence reflects the seriousness of providing controlled substances that contributed to Perry's well-documented struggles with addiction. And basically, Matthew Perry has talked about it in his book and everything, that he struggled with addiction. He actually did a whole thing where he stated on Friends you could tell what drug he was on and what substance he was dealing with. Each season, he was like, oh, the season that I had the spiky hair, I was doing this. The season that I had a little beard come in, I was doing this. The season where I had more of a long drawl when I talked, I was doing this. Like, he spoke about each one. He said, I can literally watch Friends and tell you what drug I was on, what time I took it, or what alcohol I had drank, and what time I did it at the very time. He said, because I styled myself based off of what I was doing at that time.
Also, the cast apparently knew about it too. They like knew how to treat Matthew on cocaine or Matthew on ketamine or Matthew like way drunk or whatever. Like, they were not necessarily protecting him, but just dealing.
Yeah, and the bigger issue is that he was doing so much mixing. I mean, there were times that they said they had to stop things on set. They were like, let's get him together. Like, let's help him. Like, and then we'll continue the show. And think about it, those shows were filmed in front of live audiences. I remember the season that they were going to cancel Friends, and then they brought it back after the cast negotiated a $1 million per episode. I believe it was the first time that a network television show had a cast that all went in together and negotiated a $1 million per episode per person.
We
And they all
should
went in
do
together.
that.
With studios. $1 million per episode okay, well,
we have
$1.
to do that.
$1,
A piggy bank.
shit, something. A cheers, a drink.
Again, this is our last episode, so.
Well, there we are.
Yeah.
This is probably it. There's going to be a lot of last episodes happening for HBO because let's get this into it. Netflix agreed to buy Warner Brothers, which they did an $82.7 billion deal to acquire Warner Brothers, a move experts say will transform the entertainment industry by combining one of the biggest streaming platforms with one of Hollywood's most storied studios. So that means Warner Brothers is HBO. So HBO Max did all that time changing their name to now be called Netflix. How do y'all feel?
What's going on over there? Like, they need to get together.
They really do have to get it together. Adam, what do you think?
I mean, Netflix just has way too much power. I'm surprised it wasn't Disney.
Right.
Yeah, which also doing some things over there. So get ready for the Disney Hulu. Hulu app is about to go away completely. Like,
That makes sense.
So it's about.
Yeah, I mean, there's no use for it.
Well, there is. There
Everything's
actually
on
is.
Disney, right?
There are some ABC shows that only airs on Hulu and does not air on Disney because Disney has been trying to get the right to them. One of them being General Hospital, because Disney is like, even though Disney owns it, they don't have the right to put it on Disney Plus. It's kind of the situation I think was happening with the Brandy Cinderella and things like that. Like, some of those movies and shows, even though it's Disney, they have to go through so many chain of commands. Teresa taught me that. Thanks, Teresa. They have to go through so many chains of commands to make sure that kind of goes correctly to the right person. So it is going to be a while, and I'm interested to see what happens with this merger. I mean, I guess next year, Welcome to Derry will be a Netflix original.
Okay, whoa. Paramount said nah
To what?
to the Netflix and Warner Bros. Deal.
What they talking about?
They said nah. We're also going to throw in money and try to join forces with Netflix. However, just like 3 hours ago, Netflix said, oh, we don't want your Paramount stupid money. We're going over here.
Yeah, they didn't want that. Paramount, they got it.
We're going over here. But I think it's because all these old white executive men that are in charge of all of these networks do not know how to keep, maybe they do know, but they do not care how to keep up with what mainstream, see what I did there? Mainstream America is like into these days, and they don't want to let control of their power. So all of these, which I get a little bit nervous about, monopolies and all that stuff, all of these like conglomerates merging forces, what, we're going to have Netflix and Disney and that's it? Which I'm okay with.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, yeah, and taking it one step further, and actually, you and I've talked about this before. I actually believe it's because of what happened with the writer strike and the actor strike, because they know that more money had been asked for, so they're like, okay, let's do this. Let's put everything together, because streaming money did not. That's what people were also fighting for. Like, you don't get that much money you think from streaming. Like, people don't really. Yeah. Actors, for example, don't really like the whole streaming aspect of it, because to be on network means that you can go into syndication and be sold to many different points of areas. And I love syndication. Like Blue Bloods, those checks keep coming. I got one last week, and
I used to cash Shirley Knight's checks, and let me tell you, some of them checks cost more to print than what the amount was.
Well, now you can have the stuff go to direct deposit, and I like I always say, like, Blue Bloods is a gift that keeps on giving. I can't wait till Stumble residuals start.
Word.
Because those are gonna be real tasty. But like,
I kind of wish that there was just like one app.
No,
where you just get everything.
Why not? That's not how.
I just want a one app library where I can just get what I need.
It's called your Apple iPhone.
Yeah.
I like categories, so I want to know, like, I'm going to Netflix, I'm going to see boom, 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 boom. And I'm going to go to Disney, I'm going to see all the Disney stuff and boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Everything together, I'm just like,
But it's like, well, one thing is streaming on this app that I don't pay for, and it's like, I don't want to buy it, and I don't have a friend that has it. So I guess I'm not going to fucking watch that movie, because
we do have a friend that has it. Mr. and Mrs. Otis Mitchell.
Right.
They do have it. Thank you so much.
But you get what I'm saying.
They do have it, like, but yeah.
I'm just like, I would just rather it be like, all right, I'm going to pay $50.99 a year, and I just get access to just like this giant library, and I could just Rolodex my way through bullshit.
What you want is cable.
Which we also have.
That's what cable was.
Sure. But I want
one little musty fee, and then you get all of these channels. And if you do DirecTV, you get 1,000 channels.
Well, a lot of people wanted more streaming because it also allows actors of a certain caliber, I think of like the Viola Davises, I think of the Nicole Kidmans, I think of people like that, to do short situations, like short stories, and get paid a good amount of money and then move on to their next project. I also think that it gives you more freedom to curse. It gives you more freedom. That network has so many restrictions on shows. Like, we wouldn't be able to see Heated Rivalry, which is currently streaming on HBO. We would not be able to see that if it was on TV. Like, it would have to be on HBO, the channel, which it is.
Well, it was originally streaming on that Canadian.
Correct, Crave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like, HBO said,
yeah, and
go ahead and take that.
But that's the thing about it. It's like, you need to be able to see stuff like that, because I'm not saying anyone want to be perverted, but like, you see people do sex, you don't want to just see like and then move on. Some networks have it where, like, TV-14 is what a lot of soap operas are. Mm-hmm. You cannot see certain things when they move around. I mean, I feel like not Scandal, but How to Get Away with Murder pushed it. Remember the first, when Viola Davis was on top of that desk and Homeboy was eating her out on the desk, and you saw the simulation? Or when the other, when what's his face booty on How to Get Away with Murder?
Oh yeah, that, or on
Oliver's booty was getting ate. Yeah,
and then on fucking White Lotus.
Yes, that was HBO.
I know that was HBO. I know. Yeah,
so that goes back to the point. So let's talk about Heated Rivalry. I don't know if anyone's seen that. I asked Braden in the car. I said, Braden, you see it? He said, what the fuck? Okay, so I do think y'all should watch it. Jarvis and I started it. I love it. I feel like I'm the only one here who watched it, so here I am. Mm-hmm. It's really good. It is about 4 now, hockey players who are struggling with their sexuality and having relationships that are some kept secret. I'm trying to give everyone, I don't get spoilers, y'all. Some of the relationships are kept secret.
Hockey players fall in love with each other and they're all boys?
Yeah, and I mean, it's also a book series.
Yeah, but there are some twists to it that happens. So right now it's a couple of hockey players like Brock McGillis, who became the first professional hockey player that came out. He thinks that the series is entertaining, but he doesn't think it's particularly empowering. He thinks it's actually going to lead to more players staying in the closet. So what do you guys think? I guess my question is, like, do you think stories like that, stories like Will's coming out on Stranger Things, do you think that those are going to hurt people from wanting to come out, or do you think it's going to empower people?
I think it can be a little bit of both. I would hope that it would help and be like, give you that, like, I don't know what the word is, like bravery? No, maybe like the confidence. Yeah, like the confidence is like, yeah, you know what? Let me give that a shot. I want that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Representation matters.
At the end of the day, representation matters, and the more exposure, the better. And so it might have a few drawbacks, but the overall arching direction is to move forward and to be better. And I think that the more, the better.
I typically find one thing that does bother me about it, it's kind of crazy I'm saying this after having a show called Pride series. One of the things that I feel hurts is that sometimes with these shows, they come out and they say, oh, this person's gay or this person's bi. I think about 911, for example, with Buck. He's bisexual, right? We had that kiss, and then that's kind of it. Because sometimes I worry about shows doing things like that for shock value. I think about Karofsky on Glee. Remember when he kissed Kurt in the locker room and that whole thing. I remember it being in my room and y'all screaming, and we were all so excited, and then it kind of was like, oh, it didn't really do much. I'm concerned that things are being done for shock value and not followed through, and I would be more interested to see a follow through on that.
Yeah. But I enjoy the shock value of it all. Speaking of, just very quickly before we go to break, the new movie, I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Pilion?
Let me see.
Pion.
Was it French?
That's got
I'm trying to figure out how to say this.
What's the kid's name from Harry Potter, Ashley?
Which one?
Dudley.
Oh.
Yeah. So
his name escapes me at the moment.
Right. Bill Alexander Skarsgård and Harry Melling. And Skarsgård is like a dom daddy. And he takes Dudley as his little sub. Child.
I tell you what.
No.
These Skarsgård brothers are doing the thing.
They got
Bill Sarsfield dancing daddy.
They're doing something.
Bill or Alex?
Alex.
Oh yeah,
in NBC at 30 Rock, we passed by each other.
Oh,
he's kind of he did the Graham Norton show, and they asked him about his sexuality. And he kind of was he's about everything. He didn't really kind of say, but it was
Professor Sprout.
Yeah,
from Harry Potter.
Yeah, Marion Margolis, who hates that old people and older people love Harry Potter. She said, "Y'all need to grow the fuck up." She said, "Harry Potter." She said, "Harry Potter are literally for children." She said, "I really hate when adults come up to me and say, 'Oh, hey, Professor Sprout.'" She's like, "Don't talk to me." Like, she hates it so much.
Loser.
She literally said,
pretty much.
She said, "Y'all are such losers." She said, "I hate it so much." And I do think it's hard for actors to come out. And I do want to say this before we go to break. Tony Geary, who is of the famed Luke and Laura from General Hospital. He passed away recently from a medical procedure. Everybody knows where they were when Luke and Laura were getting married. It was a tremendous event. Elizabeth Taylor. It wasn't tremendous, Adam.
No. I just had to think.
Adam did.
He didn't know where he was. Elizabeth Taylor actually guest starred on those episodes because she was so enthralled with that. Roseanne was obsessed with them, and she came onto the show. So many actors decided to do that show. I remember James Franco a few years ago. He went on to General Hospital and did the show because he's like, this is Luke and Laura. So we love Tony Geary. He is an out gay man. He moved to Amsterdam after he retired from the show with his partner Claudio. So we send Claudio love, and we are going to take a brief break. And when we come back, we're going to talk to Adam about sports. We'll be right back.
And we're back. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Welcome to Adam's Sports Section. I renamed it.
I was about to say, bitch, what?
I know everybody gonna get a kick out of this. So unfortunately, old Patty Mahomes is injured. Fucking tore his ACL in his 16-13 loss against the LA Chargers, which unfortunately ended his season, and now the Chiefs will miss the playoffs for the first time since, I think, 2014?
Wait, the whole team is missing the game because of little Patrick?
No, they missed the playoffs because they didn't qualify.
Oh, because Patrick wasn't available?
No, because the Chiefs just really sucked this season.
Oh, so what's Patrick have to do with it?
Patrick's the quarterback. And so, unfortunately, his season...
So
who was the backup?
Well, he finished the game. Yeah.
They didn't make the playoffs.
But he finished the game, or did the game finish him?
No, they still lost. It wouldn't have mattered if Patrick was healthy. They still lost.
Oh, well then...
They did. They failed to qualify for the next round.
Yeah.
Okay, well, get well, Patrick.
I'm only saying... Yeah, no, I know. It sucks. And he's my
Mahomes was just like an added bonus of like, y'all just...
Yeah, and everybody hates the Chiefs, so...
Well, here's the thing. I do think that... So I don't hate... I think that the thing was Patrick Mahomes in the back when he talked about his nappy head. As we do know, he is biracial, and he made a comment about having nappy hair, and he got a lot of backlash on that. So a lot of people thought he was insensitive to half of his culture by mentioning something like that. But that does not take away from him being a really good player. So we do hope he gets better, and we do hope, because I'm sure that fucking hurts. Like,
so who's playing off?
Well, the playoffs haven't started yet, but
do we know who's going there?
Who's playing
I'm sure
off?
somebody is probably
I hope so.
qualified, but I haven't.
I hope they take care of their ACL.
Yeah, well, yeah. That sucks.
What is this, football?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Speaking of, the Heisman Trophy presentation was here in New York. The finalists were here. That's also football.
That's also football.
That's college football.
College.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they.
Patrick's not in college.
No. He plays for the NFL.
NFL national.
Yeah.
Football.
But the reason I like Patty was because he went to Texas Tech.
Patty.
He was Patrick.
Patrick. Mm-hmm. He went to Texas Tech?
Yeah.
Is he Texan?
Yeah, he went to White House High School.
No.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Did I do something?
No, I think he was way...
Did you do something with him?
It was way after our time, Heaney.
Shit, I don't know, though, because...
Youngin?
Niggas
Yeah. Like,
how old is he?
I don't know, but he graduated, like,
he went
way
to
after
White
us.
House. I'm from... Darrell and I are from East Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
There's a chance that one of us with him or someone that he know.
Maybe.
There's definitely...
Well, his brother, who's...
of sex separation.
His brother's what?
Sure.
Who's not gay, but
Is
maybe
Patrick
gay? No, but there are... people think he got a little sugar in his tank.
He definitely a little funny balloon.
Just the way he, like, kind of struts on the field.
Is it the way he
was
throw the
already
ball?
talking about his hair.
Oh, wait, that's basketball. I said this and I meant this.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, you are in a house with people who love sports.
Yeah.
You're both of your parents. So have you heard about this? What do you think?
Yes, I have. And I mean, that sucks for him. But also, like, Chiefs,
Yeah. Who's your team, Ashley? Who's your football team that you root for?
I don't have one. But I will happily just jump on a hate train. So everybody hates the Chiefs. I hate the Chiefs.
Yeah, listen.
Well, your mom's a Steelers fan.
Yes. and my
Your
dad
dad's
is
a Packers fan.
Mhm.
Yeah, your dad's a big cheesehead.
Okay, where's
Yes, he is a
Steelers
big
now?
cheesehead.
Because they used to be in Houston. Am I making that up?
Yes, you're making
That was the
up.
Raiders.
That was the Oilers.
The Oilers.
They're no longer a team.
I love the Eagles. I love the Philadelphia Eagles, and I
Great.
love and then also San Francisco 49ers. Shout out Nat.
My uncle played for them for
Nata loves them, and I know that people are gonna watch this from Texas and be like, "Yeah, I like the Cowboys." No, I don't like the Cowboys. Since Troy Aikman retired, I haven't liked the Cowboys.
Like the cheerleaders, though.
Yes,
Yeah, they're iconic.
The Netflix show. Oh, Victoria lives 2 blocks away from me. I ran into her in the street the other day.
Beckham?
Bitch, no. The Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, Victoria.
Oh, I don't know their names.
Oh my God.
I don't know who the fuck Victoria
but you know
is. Let's
Patrick
Beckham.
because he's a man, but you don't know any cheerleaders' name because they're women.
Some of them are boys.
Sure.
Not
Yeah.
on Dallas. Not on Dallas because you have Roland Abbott trying to tell them that a cheerleader.
All right.
And,
Let's
and
reel
we
it
not
in.
only do we have Roland
Oh, no.
Abbott, we have yet another Jerry Jones this time
Yeah,
who said no. So once again, Jerrys are in our midst.
So I brought up the Heisman Trophy earlier, and I
Yes.
want to shout out our latest winner, Fernando Mendoza, who
like the way you
is
said
of
that.
Cuban descent and went to the University of Illinois. No, where the fuck is it? Indiana. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you so much.
It's their first Heisman winner.
And that college, you said.
Yeah, at that college, they were the first. He was their first Heisman Trophy.
So every college gets a Heisman?
No, not at all. It's very select.
Brayden, I think you need like a sports
I
education
don't need
class
anything.
that Adam can give you. Would you do that class?
No.
Would you do my class I teach?
No, I'm not doing any classes because I went to school and I paid for it. My parents paid for it.
I was going to say, who paid for it?
I graduated summa cum laude, so therefore I know everything.
Well, Suma can't remember shit because
But not
all this
about
was discussed
Heisman.
at school.
I did cum laude.
You came a lot. Okay.
Anyway,
moving on.
shout
Go ahead,
out,
Adam.
yeah, shout out to them, and we're all very just glad that Pavia didn't win. Diego Pavia
Oh, Diego. Where's he
from
Not Barrows.
Vanderbilt University.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think so.
I know. I wanted to go there.
Anyway, no, his family was just very problematic. His brother was arrested twice.
Whose isn't?
For
Let's talk
public
about that.
intoxication.
My
His
God.
mom is like humping the
Ain't that the
railing.
That
Whose
sounds,
brother ain't been arrested
that
twice?
sounds like a good childhood to me.
His mom is
Literally.
dating.
Yo, that's kind of sad. It's like, whose brother ain't, Brayden?
Like,
Adam,
what are
Put that in the hang that in the fucking Louvre. Whose
Right?
brother ain't been arrested twice on here? What are we talking about?
Right. My God. I feel left out.
His mom is dating, allegedly dating Theo Von.
Our nemesis, Theo Von, another podcaster. Check him out. He's kind of funny. All right.
A little bit.
Who's the whatever?
Anyway, so they're very problematic, and after the vote came out and he lost, he went to a nightclub and had a sign that said "Fuck Indiana."
Good.
That's what Kamala should have
And,
did. Fuck
like,
America.
he said "F all the."
She should have went to the club
Honestly,
and said, "Fuck America."
fuck America.
Like she should have
You-
did just that.
Really, just
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was fun.
That's nice. So only one Heisman. Now,
Every
is
year.
Alaska and Hawaii included in that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they have teams.
They do?
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not a powerhouse. Usually, they usually come from like the ACC, the Big 12, the Big 10, SEC. Usually, like where Alabama
so
goes.
many acronyms. I'm mind blown.
You need to take a class.
I ain't taking no goddamn class.
He gonna take the class. We'll make sure we take the class.
But SEC usually has like a lot of. It's got a powerhouse. It's got like Alabama.
I was
Tennessee.
in the FCC in high school, the Federal Christian School.
Don't.
Anyway,
Adam,
speaking of
let's move it along, Adam. Come
Yeah,
on.
I hear it.
speaking of religion,
I was an
so Egypt and Iran, unfortunately, drew a match that is going to be held in Seattle, and they had already deemed that match their Pride night. Like this was going to be their Pride match of the World Cup, and unfortunately, Egypt and Iran got the draw for that, and now they are complaining that they don't want anything to do with it. They are categorically rejecting any activities related to supporting homosexuality during the
But I bet you Grindr gonna blow the fuck up. Because
Probably.
usually in places where really conservative people are,
Like the White House.
9 out of 10 times,
Like Congress.
Grindr literally
Like the
blows
Senate.
up.
Yeah.
Sniffies
Probably the
literally
Supreme
blows
Court,
up.
too.
I mean, it does. It like every single time that they say, wait, you stupid bitch. No, but they do say that. Like every time that there's a huge gathering of conservative people who have an issue with homosexuality, it blows up.
Yeah,
Yeah. So everybody getting a little bit.
So are they still doing the game and just?
And should we go?
yeah. So I think as of now, the match is still set. What probably will end up happening, which is what happened in DC now, is they're just probably going to move the Pride night to another match.
What an unlucky draw for Egypt. And would you say Sudan?
Iran.
Iran. So I think that is God saying, hee hee hee.
Who is God? Michael Jackson?
You know?
Yeah, no, I thought it was. I was just like, oh, that's perfect. Like that's just.
It is perfect.
I don't know. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, DC had to change their Pride weekend because Trump decided he wanted to have some bullshit that weekend. So they're moving their Pride weekend up ahead of schedule.
Great.
It's a joke.
At least it's not canceled.
It's at least it's
No,
not
it's just moved.
No, I know,
because
yeah.
we're not viewed as equal in powerful people's eyes that we just can't like have the date.
even though they all want us. You know what? We have to. I have to talk about this at some point, but at the end of every year, they do a Grindr wrap up and they do a Pornhub wrap up. And I just want everybody to know that most of those wrap ups are done by conservative men.
Ted Cruz.
And well, yes.
Raphael Cruz, my bad.
Raphael, he's not in Cancun now. But the wrap-ups are done by them, and they are literally looking at transgender porn. They're looking at like gay and bisexual porn. Like it's literally done by them. So there is literally scientific evidence out there about that.
Scientific evidence.
Girl, I did the legwork. All right. You know what? We're going to take a break and we're going to come back and we're going to close this motherfucker up. So go get your drinks and come back and hang out with us for these last few minutes while we take you out of here. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. So I want to get into what my co-hosts have been up to because we've talked about the world, but we haven't talked about our world. So starting with Ashley, what have you been up to?
Well, our family threw a holiday party. Technically, it was our mission within our church's party, but we invited the neighbors. We invited a few other people. Christy came, and it was a cute time. We had a charcuterie board. I made drinks, and my mom made chili. So that was nice.
Nice. I heard about you might have had an empanada or two. Can you talk about that?
Oh, yeah. They were lamb empanadas, which I'd never had before.
Where'd you get the lamb?
They were homemade by someone in our mission.
You made a lamb?
So then they were whole.
Not me.
No, she didn't make it, but someone in the mission did.
Made a whole lamb.
Like lamb empanada. We're going to have to send you to a bunch of classes.
Like leg lamb or something.
Right.
Oh, from the grocery store? I've been deep in life below zero. I'm sorry.
Nobody did any of that. Adam,
My mom
talk to me.
watches
What you
that.
been? Huh?
Brayden.
So good. It's so good.
You should talk to her about it.
I will. I'm going to text her right after that.
Adam Rios, what have you been up to?
Nothing. I have senioritis. I'm ready to wrap this motherfucker up.
Yeah.
I'm so over.
Word.
My brain is fried. I can't coordinate another motherfucking event. Like, I just am. I'm ready to check out.
Lord Red.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Similarly to Adam, I also have senioritis. Cyber Monday is over. Obviously, it's my biggest freaking like work event of the year, being in retail PR. So it was December 1st. And so I told my boss on December 2nd, I'm checking all the way out. So I just show up whenever I want to show up. Sometimes I don't show up at all. Anyway, just working. And I'm also baking a lot, which has been fun. Brought some little goodies for everybody.
What you baking?
Girl, okay, so I have a holiday party tomorrow, another holiday party. I'm like, what else is
Which
there?
also upset you.
What else is there to celebrate about? We just had our holiday, whatever. So I'm baking my key lime pie and homemade bread and my what we call trash and white trash, which is like Chex Mix, savory, and then white trash is Chex Mix and sweet and stuff.
Okay.
So that's what I
never heard
Oh, I
white
thought it was
trash.
called doggy chow.
No,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well,
it was
when you're
called.
from white trash America, you call it home.
Touche.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, I've been checked out since June 2025 because I'm gay, move out of my way, and it's my birthday, and then we just keep going with shit. So I haven't cared about work for quite some time, Senator. And I have filmed 3 projects this year. Excited to continue that. Things have been great.
What are your holiday plans?
Going to Texas with that fool over there.
That's me, listeners.
The viewers, because they can see us. Hello.
Well, not, they may be listening.
Well, I mean, I think they watch it now. But anyway, they will.
If you're not watching, you can go over to our YouTube and watch all these episodes because they're really funny.
They're really funny.
Where
They're
can
really
they find
good.
us, Adam?
You can go to youtube.com/pride the podcast.
Yes.
That's youtube.com/pride the podcast.
Come on, Rios.
Yeah.
Come on, plug.
Yes. The plug is here. Oh, no, not that plug.
God.
Okay, so,
And so you're going to Texas with Brady.
yeah, I'm going to Texas with Braden.
Good
Gonna
luck.
go see the family. Good luck to us both. I also would be remiss in saying I'd lost my aunt this week, my dad's sister. Her funeral is in 2 days. So that was tragic. But I love you, Aunt Joanne, and I know you're flying with the angels. We've lost so many people recently, and I know she's in good hands with a lot of people that are up there. So safe travels to my family as they go to her funeral in Virginia. But, you know, this Christmas I want to look forward to next year and everything that's going to be happening and coming, and I want to continue putting good energy out there because I feel like if we continue doing that, things will continue to pick up. So happy Hanukkah to everyone. Happy Kwanzaa to everyone. Merry Christmas to everyone. We love you here at Pride to Podcast. You can follow us on all social media platforms at Pride to Podcast. And yeah, we love you and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.